Hi folks, welcome to Shasta Trailer Rebuild Project Part 2. Today I'm going to start by taking off some of the siding on the back of the trailer. We got started removing the screws and some of the things that hold the siding onto the trailer last time, but today we're going to actually start taking off some siding and tearing apart the trailer piece by piece. I've got almost all of the fasteners removed from this first lower panel on the trailer, with the exception of a few staples on this corner. So I'll work on those, and then hopefully I'll be able to take off this lower piece. These corners are held together by the screws that attach the rain gutter to the trailer, and also these little staples, which are kind of a pain to remove because they're rusty. And I'm trying to remove them without ruining the siding. So I'll just get my screwdriver in here, try to work them out. Looks like that siding is going to tear free from one of them at least, though. Good deal on a caravan. Well, as you just witnessed, the rear wall is removed, and the next thing I want to do is remove the wall you can see right here, which is the side wall to the trailer. If I were to just remove this wall without any further bracing, this house of cards would probably shuffle itself up pretty good. So I've installed 3 1x4 boards that extend from the floor to the ceiling to help hold everything up when I remove this wall. If not love, what is life for? Is a door, is a door. Stay with me, you'll weep no more. Is a door, is a door, is a door. Okay, this wall is getting flimsier and flimsier, and the time has come to remove some of this exterior siding. But before I start taking it off, it's important that I have a reference of how it should go back together, because I want the shape of this trailer to be the same when I put it back together as it is now. So in every circumstance where 2 pieces of siding meet, such as right here, this lower one butts into this top one, I've drilled a very small hole through both pieces of siding. That way I can line up this hole when I'm tracing for the interior wall and when I put it back together. So I've got all of these holes drilled, and I'm going to start taking off this aluminum. I'll start at the bottom and just work my way up. This siding is held in place in a couple of different ways. It's stapled here at the bottom edge, and it's also secured by this cap, which folds over it like this, which also has staples and screws in it. So I've taken a screwdriver and pried the cap back, and then I can also pry out these staples. And now that the siding is off, I can remove the wall framing. I want to keep it as intact as possible so I can use it as a pattern when I build my new walls. So I'll be extra careful. Just spread your wings and fly. tear down the walls that are holding you back. Be all you can be. Break down those walls. Fulfill your destiny. I'll always remember the day that the wall came down. About 200 degrees.
Cool.
It's like a wall of heat out here. I'm not going to wallow in my sadness.
I think tonight we should watch Wall-E.
Where's Waldo? I love these old trailers and their open floor plans. Now that that pesky wall's off, I can see the extent of the rot damage on the floor framing. The majority of it is right here by the step underneath the door, and there's a little bit on this back corner as well. So I will be replacing this board up here, and this rear 2x4 along the back edge. So now I'm removing this rotten floor support board. I'm releasing it from the plywood with my Sawzall by putting the Sawzall between the plywood subfloor and the board. Now let's see if we can just tease this thing right out. Oh, I still got a carriage bolt here. I better cut off at the bottom. Uh-huh. Ashes to ashes and dust to dust. I'm thinking, I don't know if it's a great idea to be removing too many floor supports when the floor is holding the ceiling up, but it's not like we're under it or anything. Now that I have those rotten floor support boards out of the way, I can see the timbers behind them, and everything looks to be in pretty good shape. The rot was contained to those boards that I removed, both here on the front and along this back edge right here. Luckily, all three of these floor joists are still in really good condition. So the next thing I need to do is cut a few pieces of lumber to patch this thing up, and then we will be making a major turning point in this project, which is, instead of demolition, I will be actually reinstalling some wood and blazing the trail to a hopefully speedy completion. But right now I'll go cut some wood and I'll catch up with you later. Thanks for watching.